Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to give a summary about the data structures that appear pretty commonly in coding interviews. So if you're in the early stage preparing for your technical coding interviews, I would suggest you to do the four things. So first of all, watch this video, and then if there's anything I mentioned in this video you're not familiar with, like some data structure you forgot, then feel free to find the textbook and review the knowledge to refresh your mind, because I'm not going to cover the basics about the data structure. And the third, I would suggest you to go through a couple of the questions in the playlist of my channel. So I have some good playlist summarized, including a couple different coding questions in each of the playlists. So feel free to go through that, and we can start from there. And then the last one is I would suggest you to do some coding practice yourself to enhance the knowledge you don't really remember. So let's get started. So common coding interview data structures. The first one I want to say is the array. So array, there's some traditionally like 1D array, 2D array. So for 2D array, it is actually the matrix. So there are a couple of the matrix questions, so you may want to take a look. So there are some other arrays like multi-dimensional array, So for array, like 1D array, matrix, or multiple dimensional array, so those are the common data structures for array things. So the next one I want to mention is linked list. So for linked list, it could be single A linked list, or it could be double A linked list, or it could be circular linked list. So take a look at those different types of the linked list and find the problem you want to practice on to enhance the knowledge on this part. And the next one I want to talk about is stack. So stack, it is first in, last out. So take a look at, definitely do some practice on top of this one. And then we also have the queue. So queue, first in, first out. But there are some other different types of queues. So except for the normal queue, there is DQ, like two sides. You can pull the things from the first, or you can pull the things from the last, which is a DQ. And also there is the priority queue, which you can actually define your own function, how to store the element, which element is going to coming out first, something like that. So priority queue, worth to mention, is based on the main heap, something like that. And then another thing is string, very common data structure we learned in our CS class. And also we have the tree. So for tree, we have binary tree, or we can have some normal tree, some more common trees like for each of the node there are k children. So binary tree is it's the most common thing that appears in coding interview. And for binary tree, there is a pretty different tree, which is called binary search tree. So binary search tree, for the root, all of the nodes on the left is smaller than the root. All the nodes on the right side is larger than the root, so something like that. And then binary tree, and also when we talk about tree, it's worth to think about a heap. So heap, you could have the min heap, you have the max heap. So take a look at the heap question, definitely. And also for tree, there is a pretty it's like more advanced tree, which is called trie or prefix tree. So there are a couple questions covering like the trie or prefix tree. You may want to definitely go through this piece if you don't know what it is. And then the last one, not the last one. So the next one is the graph. So for graph, it could be either directed graph or undirected graph. So also make sure you go through a couple of the questions for graph as well. So the next one I want to think about is about hashing. So for hashing, you could have like a hash map, key value pair, or you could have like a hash set. And also, if you talk about the map, which is not related to hashing, actually it is related to tree. One thing that could appear in coding interview is like a tree map, something like that. So those are the common data structure I can think of, and based on the time I go through the problems in the LeetCode, and also based on the interview questions I have gone through before. So definitely go through loads of them. So let's do a quick review. The array, it could be 1D array or matrix or multiple dimensional array. For linkless, could be single A or double A or circular. Stack. Queue could be some special DQ, priority queue, and for priority queue, pretty common use cases about min heap. And then the string. For tree, there could be binary tree or some other like normal trees, like for each of the node, k children. But for binary tree is the most common thing. For binary tree, there is a special one called binary search tree, and heap, and the prefix tree or trie. For graph, undirected graph or directed graph. For hash, it could be hash map, hash set, and also last one is a tree map, which is the least common, I think. So that's pretty much it about this video. So if you have any other things you also want to cover, feel free to leave some comments below in case I just leave some data structure out. And if you have any question, feel free to leave some comments as well. If you like this video, please help subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.